Michael here with a huge week in LEGO news. Star Wars 25th anniversary sets with exclusive figures. Summer LEGO Batman sets. Buildable LEGO Simba. Ninjago Peppa Pig. My early review of the LEGO Ideas telephone box. And we're getting a new LEGO movie this year. And don't forget to check out the latest episode of my LEGO Masters recap podcast, TalkBricks Masters. This week I sit down with former contestants Emily and Kelly for their postseason deep dive. And you can listen to it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and more using the links below. And I'll kick off another round of the weekly giveaway. Just subscribe and leave a comment about this week's news. And of course, I'm back with LEGO deals from Amazon and across the web, so if you want to pick anything up to support the channel, there's links in the description below. First, over at Amazon, the LEGO Star Wars Razor Crest is 14% off. From LEGO Marvel, the Avengers Advent Calendar is 40% off, and the Endgame Final Battle is 39% off. The LEGO Ideas BTAS Dynamite is 33% off. The LEGO Dream Stable of Dream Creatures is 37% off, and the LEGO Creator Main Street set is 32% off. From LEGO City, the Fire Helicopter is 40% off, and the Shark Attack Stunt Challenge is 37% off. Over at Walmart, the Star Wars UCS X-Wing is 17% off. Plus, the LEGO Minecraft Pumpkin Farm is 36% off. And over at LEGO, you can get the free Year of the Dragon promo with purchases over $85. So if you want to pick up these deals and more and support the channel, there's links to everything in the description below. Next up, thanks to Amazon Mexico, we got our first look at two of the upcoming 25th anniversary Star Wars sets, as well as a first look at two of the anniversary figures. First up, we've got boarding the Tantive IV with 502 pieces, retailing for $55. The build recreates the hallway scene as Darth Vader boards the Tantive IV, and the set reminds me a ton of the Dark Trooper attack set from The Mandalorian. The hallway is nicely detailed with the arches, stickered elements, and ingot tiles. There's a function to open the door, making it look like it was sliced, and you can use the Technic elements on the front to launch figures. And here we can see Technic pins to connect multiple sections. Included in this set, we've got Darth Vader and two Stormtroopers, two Rebel Fleet Troopers, and the ill-fated Captain Antilles. The 25th anniversary figure in this set is ARC Trooper Fives, who stands on this 25th anniversary base. The design for Fives looks really exceptional with detailed printing that continues onto the legs and arms. And while fans love the fabric armor, they're disappointed with the helmet. Next up, we've got R2-D2 with 1,050 pieces, retailing for $100. While the $240 R2-D2 is still available, this smaller one still delivers. The main dome features a nice curved design with a printed dish. The main body is nicely rounded, and there's lots of great greebling and detail. And R2 can have its signature lean back. The middle leg and various accessories can be removed to customize it. And just like with the larger version, there's an R2-D2 minifigure and display plaque. The 25th anniversary figure for this set is Darth Malak, and the minifigure turned out amazing with that brand new neck accessory and great printing that continues onto the legs. And on the whole, I'm super excited about these sets and what's to come for the anniversary. Next up, thanks to Bricklicker, we got the full lineup of LEGO Batman summer sets. First, the largest set will be the Batman the Animated Series Gotham City with 4,208 pieces, retailing for $300. And as we've discussed, it'll be a wall art piece featuring notable Gotham City locations. Plus, we'll be getting minifigures for Batman, Joker, Harley Quinn, and Catwoman. And it turns out we'll also be getting the Batman the Animated Series Batmobile with 435 pieces, retailing for $60. And it's interesting how this features 3 less pieces and will cost $12 more than last year's Batmobile. But the good news is that this version will come with 3 minifigures, including the same Batman and Harley Quinn, plus new for this, Mr. Freeze. The next set takes us back to the Dark Knight with the Bat Pod with 713 pieces, retailing for $70. This previous version of the Bat Pod was exclusive to a prize, so it's great to be getting a conventional set. But interestingly, the Bat Pod may be a similar size, as it's meant to fit with a buildable Batman figure, which of course reminds me of the Scout Trooper and Speeder Bike set, which was scaled up for the construction size figures. Next up, while we've gotten many of the mech sets from the Marvel line, we're finally getting a Batman mech with 140 pieces, retailing for $50. And I'm hoping we'll get an exclusive Batman minifigure. Finally, we'll also be getting a 4+ Batcave with 184 pieces, retailing for $40. And previous versions of this set have come with some cool printed detail and even mini vehicles. And this set will come with Batman, Batgirl, and Joker. And I'm very eager to see how these turn out. Next up in Disney news, we're getting 2 buildable Simbas. One of them will be larger than the recently revealed Stitch with 1,445 pieces, retailing for $130. The build may look something like this LEGO Ideas submission, and I'm excited to get a large-scale sculpture as an 18+ set. The other set is Simba the Lion King Cub with 222 pieces, retailing for $20. And we can expect it to be more like the previous Olaf and Bruni sets, which have posability and side builds. And these are must-haves for me. Next up, this week it was announced that we're getting an all-new LEGO movie featuring Pharrell Williams. The film Piece by Piece tells the story of his life using LEGO animation. And interestingly, the minifigure for the poster features Pharrell in his Louis Vuitton Damaflage line. As a huge fan of the previous LEGO movies, this is definitely not the next LEGO movie I was expecting. But it is super interesting that the film's happening at all and that LEGO is a partner on it. The film will hit theaters this year on October 11th, and I'm very curious to see how this one turns out. Next in Ninjago news, we got the reveal of the Dragon's Rising character guide, and on the back, we got the reveal of an unreleased release set. The set is Ryu the Baby Dragon with 132 pieces retailing for $60. And it's clear that baby Ryu has definitely grown up fast. While we've gotten this version of Aaron before, the Sora is new with a brand new hair mold with those headphones built in. And I'm guessing we'll be seeing more of the Ninjago set soon. While the minifigure doesn't seem to be exclusive, the content of the book may interest fans of the show, and if you want to pre-order it, there's a link in the description below. Next up, thanks to LEGO and the Ambassador Network, I was able to get the LEGO Ideas red telephone box early to review for you all. This set celebrates the 100th anniversary of the British icon with their red telephone box. And at $115, this set makes a pretty quaint display. The main part of the build is the telephone box itself with all of those glass windows. And interestingly, you can remove the whole telephone box as it's only held in by some corner plates. On its own, it looks super clean with nice texturing from those grill tiles. The top is nicely rounded off, and those are actually printed bricks on all four sides. On the left side of the door is a handle, which you can use to open up the telephone box. The floor is completely tiled off, and at the top is a cool inverted build for the light, which you can turn on and off, as there's actually a light brick concealed in the top. There are two different interiors for different eras, and there's even a point in the instructions where you pick one, as you can't have them both built at once. The first one is the vintage design. On the left is a rotary phone, and at the center, stickered elements for where you place your change, and included is a coin and a phone book. And above that are a bunch of stickered pieces, including references to the Jazz Club as well as the LEGO Ideas typewriter. The other version is for the 1990s, which features a larger payphone unit with stickers, fewer shelves, and some stickered advertisements, with references to LEGO Land Windsor, the LEGO Creator Expert London bus, and LEGO Ideas itself. Taking a look at the rest of the vignette, the base is highly textured with those tiles. At the very back is a masonry wall with a wrought iron fence with gold tips, and a punny sticker featuring Buildmore Road in the city of Brixton. Just in front of that are two detailed builds for the posts, and a potted plant with flowers. Not to mention a really cool build for the lamp, which also features two hanging plants. As a complete package, this makes a really cool display, especially if you're a huge fan of travel or London itself. But with that in mind, this set definitely won't be for everyone. And while mostly fair on price, it does seem a tiny bit expensive. And thanks again to LEGO for sending it out. Next up this week, we got the announcement of LEGO Peppa Pig. After this initial teaser, we got our first look at the LEGO Peppa Pig Duplo line. Here we can see the figures for Mummy, Peppa, George, and Daddy Pig, who each featured the new unique head. And while no sets have been announced, we do get a look at their house. This partnership also further expands their collaboration around the Peppa Pig theme park, as it was also announced that a Peppa Pig Duplo-themed play area will be coming to LEGO Land. But way more interesting than the Duplo sets is that this is actually LEGO's second collaboration with rival toy maker Hasbro, with the first one being the notable LEGO icons Optimus Prime, which makes me eager to see what other Hasbro licenses we could see in LEGO sets. Next up this week, we got the reveal of the Love Gift Box Gift with Purchase. This set contains 159 pieces and will be available sometime next month. The build for the Shiba Inu turned out quite cute, and there's actually two sets of customizable eyes. Not to mention the accessories like the two signs, box of chocolates, and flowers. And speaking of Valentine's Day, we got word that there will be a make and take event at LEGO stores on the 10th and 11th, where you'll be able to build and take home this cute heart. Next up in LEGO Ideas news, there were two more projects at 10,000 supporters on the platform. First up, we've got Among Us the Skeld. Straight out of the game, we can see the ship's map recreated with all of its many rooms, and the design did a nice job recreating it with all of its bright colors. There's also plenty of colorful crewmates with all of their accessories, but as we have seen multiple projects based on this rejected in the past, I'm curious how this one will do. And next we've got Medieval Tournament. The build nicely recreates this medieval jousting scene with all of its various tents, as well as a large castle wall. And the designer did a nice job bringing this to life with all of the color choices, texturing, and environmental details. Medieval projects are super popular on LEGO Ideas, but sadly we see many of them not selected. But as always, we're gonna have to wait and see about this one. So there you have it, another awesome week in LEGO news, as 2024 shapes up to be one of LEGO's best. I'm really excited about all the Star Wars 25th anniversary sets and getting a nice wave of DC sets finally. Plus there's the buildable Simba, even more from Ninjago, and I'm very curious about this Pharrell movie. But weirdly, I'm still waiting for my invite to the premiere. All joking aside, be sure to leave this video a thumbs up down below if you're as excited as me, and don't forget to subscribe, because I'll be back next week with even more LEGO news. And let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What did you think about all the stories? And which one are you most excited about? And now we've got this week's giveaway winner. Congratulations! And be sure to email me from the About page on my channel so we can coordinate about the prize. And if you want to enter this week's round, just leave me a comment about this week's news. You must be a subscriber to win. And definitely turn on notifications to find out when my next video is posted, because I'll be announcing the winners at the end of some of the videos. That's all the time we've got for today. Thanks, and have a good one!